Up here in the top right, in the red, the Terran player for Acer, he is.
Acer MMA.
Huge fan favorite. Stressful situation here. Down near the bottom left, the Protoss player for SKT1.
SK Telecom T1 Party.
There he is, taking a sigh. He knows he's one game away from getting to the round of 4.
A dangerous map pick for MMA. Somebody who seems to really like playing the late game TVP. And Parting may just not let him get here in this game.
Funny how MMA puts down that scout. He thinks he knows Parting. He's like, I think you could actually just get a probe in my base and go for a gateway.
It's funny that Parting checks too, because MMA is usually not the type. And also Parting really, very rarely ever scouts like this. And, you know, to do it while he's up a game against MMA, that's really showing some respect here and also showing that Parting is definitely feeling some nerves. When I see him in the booth right now, it's a different Parting than we normally see, but what I actually see is positive stress in this case. It looks like he's like, yes, I can do this. Yeah. That was scary there for a moment, but yeah, I know exactly what I need to do here.
Yeah, I feel that as well. We see it all the time in Pro League for Creator, actually. A guy who all the time seems very nervous, but you can tell in his mind he's like, okay, I got this. You know, this is going to be a really hard game, but I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to crush him. And then once he does it, so much of that energy like explodes and he starts, you know, talking in demon voices and going crazy. But besides that, you know,
definitely like speaks in tongues in the booth.
He does, man.
I bet he has like dreams that he's this giant Protoss golem with his arms are made out of the forges. Like
the forges?
His forges are his arms. They're like his big fists that he punches things with, and he runs around and speaks to his opponents as he destroys them.
+3!
I got the shields! He's got like a peg leg forged for his leg, like, because he's got to get the shield upgrade simultaneously.
Well, Scout comes in, doesn't see too much. It's pretty standard going back at home. Stalker coming out, Mothership Core coming out, as well as that Warp Gate. And even more standard over here for MMA. Just a Reaper and Reactor coming out after that, as well as a Command Center. One thing that MMA is doing that is very meticulous, he's sending that Reaper not straight to the base of Parting because he got the Scout off with that SCV at first to make sure like nothing crazy was going on, but now he's going to scout everywhere. He wants to make sure nothing crazy. No 5 gateways on Frost like Creator would do in the other side of the map to go for an all-in.
Twilight Council goes down. Ooh, the Reaper actually gets by. What are you going to do, Parting? I'm really curious. How is he going to handle this situation? Because second Stalker nowhere near being done. He will be scouted. And how does he respond? Pulls his probe here for a second. Actually, did the Reaper see that?
I'm not sure. You know, it was like on the very edge of the vision.
He definitely didn't click on it. Oh! All right, let's check it. I think he saw it, but he's so focused over here too. Well, I guess we're just never gonna know.
He gets 2 kills there.
I think he must have seen it, but you know what? I'm really not sure, guys. Let's see how he responds, because he's going to add a few more barracks. He got a Widow Mine up.
Yeah.
Show me heaven.
Heaven's not listening.
He's doing like a bunch of switcheroos over here.
Yeah.
I feel like MMA is like a little bit scared with how he's playing this. Like, he also made his commander on the high ground. Nobody really does that in Korea. Like, it doesn't matter who you're up against. If you're playing against Tassadar, you're not going to do that. This is just like super defensive, super safe play.
Well, Widow Mine in the middle of the map doesn't really seem too defensive oriented, you know? Like, if he was scared of a blink attack coming his way, he would keep that at home. He'd be making bunkers.
It's just funny because Parting's not actually really committing to a heavy attack right now. He's going to robotics and an observer. Well, this has just been musical chairs over here, main base, pushing those add-ons.
That's the probe he's hoping to find, and he gets it. Very nicely done. This is a map that doesn't have too many locations to hide stuff, especially if you're trying to...
Is he going to drop a second one? He clicked on it.
And here comes the move out. How much damage is Widowmine going to do? Gets a Stalker.
Yeah. And that pylon, is not only does it not survive, but it's not canceled.
And Parting has to move back, as he does. He has the Observer here, so he's going to take that out.
He doesn't really get anything out of the blink. He's not forced a reaction or response. He finally now gets it a little bit, like the second bunker is being made in the main base. He doesn't get a third base behind this yet. He's going to take one here slowly. But I like MMA's position. We'll see if he actually gets any damage done with these Stalkers, if he really commits to this. The Marines are going to look for more pylons, but they're actually out of position now. This could do a lot more than it should. Let's find out. He's going to repair here. He's going to have to repair, target those SCVs that are repairing, or it's not going to break through.
Gets 4, backs away. Not too much damage taken. These Marines on vacation, trying to see the sights of this map.
Well, speaking of sights, you get a lot of vision on that watchtower if he takes it, but he hasn't yet. There's that sight, yeah. Well, if you go over here on the watchtower, you can see a great view of overgrowth, at least the left side of it. Ooh.
Snipes out that Widowmine. Nice catch there. And here comes these Marines. They do have Stim. Getting a bunch of these probe kills already. They need to be handled a little bit better than this.
Well, worker count is 42 to 34. But obviously MMA, in this case, is with the mules in not a terrible place. You make it a very aggressive third command center, pretty far forward. Parting takes a third.
I love the fact that he sniped that medevac, by the way. Even if he took some damage, he sniped it because he's going Colossi right now, and he knows that MMA is going to be low on medevacs, or at least he wants to keep it as low as possible, so that when MMA is forced to switch into Vikings, he's going to have as little medevacs as possible.
True. Humor Gates going down right now for Parting as well. Going to help him secure that third base.
MMA feeling pretty confident right now to move across the map.
Now, this type of poking is what you want to do while you're taking the third base, as long as you don't overextend. You don't want to attack directly here.
Yeah, and he does this right as combat shields and concussive shells finish at the same time, as well as +1.
Yeah.
And of course, he's got that stim.
Notice he doesn't really commit here. He's a bit timid about it. If you only knew how long that third base has been up, I think he would have played this a little bit differently, but that's the power of these blink openings.
Yeah, map control sometimes not given as much credit as it should be given. That Widowmine did not go off, and it's going to be microed here by Parting well. One probe only is going to go down, but now he's got to deal with it.
Yeah, he needs to. The thing is, like, if he moves over, then that's when his drop comes in. MMA loves his Doom drops. I don't know how much he's going to love it after those Stalkers get over there.
He's got the
Here
blink.
we go! Blink goes down 1! And almost 2 he does get 2! And that's the overcommitment that I'm talking about, that you've got to make sure you don't get caught in.
Well,
that is almost game-ending to lose that many units.
2 medevacs full of units when you're a Terran at this point is just so it's terrible.
Shark Parting smells blood in the water, man.
Yep. Parting has done this time and time before. It takes a big engagement, goes across the map. Doesn't matter how big the map is.
Oh my god, he's found it. Now all he has to do is warp in Zealots in the main base. He can ignore this and go for the kill. And Medevac even turns around to go home. He's like, I need every unit I have right now.
MMA knows. He's making that forward pylon. Parting wants this kill right now. He wants to end it.
Oh, that drop ship may be
God.
intercepted.
Oh my god.
Oh no, MMA fans. It looks like Parting is going to take it all the way. There are a lot of Widowmines here. 9 Mirars and 12 Marines against 19 Blink Stalkers, 4 Sentries, and 3 Colossi. Don't forget the Mothership Core around here as well. Command Center looks poised to die.
Yeah, Blink
One
on the
more
command
volley.
center. There it goes.
Well, now Parting could just walk home, but I don't think he's going to do it without a little bit more aggression here.
Widow Mines popping up all out of the ground at the same time. Now bunching up a little bit. Now here comes this push. Hallucinated Colossi. Putting these stalkers forward first. Blinks back to not get hit. And now he goes in, and there's just not enough army here for MMA.
Way too much for Parting right now. He's going for a counter drop. This is his last chance. Already, he's tried this once today. Zest was able to overcome him in an elimination race. Parting looks ready to do the same as he takes out all the units of the main base here. Can now target down those Vikings to ensure his Colossi's safety. And at home, well, that's it. GG, he types out, gives it up. And Parting will take the 2-0 in our final match and will advance, as heavily predicted by fans and analysts everywhere. Taking it with Zest, taking that 2-0. Both Protoss players advancing the round of 4.
Yep, both players from the Korean region. MMA, I feel like, showing the best play out of the other two. And obviously these two good friends. A nice walk over there by Parting to shake hands, say well played.
Yeah, I actually like to see that. When you are parting and you're shaking someone's hands, actually when somebody goes and shakes somebody's hands after a loss, it's like, whoa, are you stepping over your bounds? When I see Parting do it, I'm like, clearly it's fine. If Parting is going to shake somebody's hands, these guys have a special relationship.
Parting's a very emotional guy, and he can connect very well with other people, and that's definitely not in any means a bad manner thing there. But here we do have the results on screen. Zest up first with the 2-0, MMA 2-0 over Revival. Of course, Zest taking the 2-1 over MMA, Parting going 2-1 over Revival then, and then in the final match to see who would get second place, Parting takes it 2-0 over MMA.
So tomorrow's group, Group B, we have Oz on the new team Planet Key Dynamics up against Sue, a back-to-back GSL finalist. And then we're going to have San, one of our representatives for EU, for Yaoi Flash Wolves, and then Maru, of course, who advanced here in the round of 16 for Jin Air Green Wings. So two Processes in the group again as Zerg and Terran, same race distribution, very different players, and I'm pretty excited about it.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Today's games were actually a lot better than I expected. Zest and Parting definitely the favorites in this group, but MMA and Revival showing some good games. Revival definitely some good defense against Parting. You know, a lot of his super aggressive pushes as well. And tomorrow, we're going to see how those two other players go up against Maru and Sue.
Yeah.
Should be big games tomorrow as well.
Absolutely. So after tomorrow's matches on Saturday, we will have the round of 4 starting from 2 p.m. and then the finals will be later on at night. So make sure you don't miss any of that. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.